discussions, we ended up selecting the University of Pittsburgh, and we selected them in 2001. And we have been thrilled with what we've been able to do since partnering with the University of Pittsburgh. And since that time, and you're going to hear quite a bit about it, but since that time, we've really transitioned to centralizing the program. And we started out looking at this to encompass that whole Center for Excellence concept. And that's where, when we say Center for Excellence on the screen, you'll see, I mean, we talk about it's one of those things where we wanted to create and build our own expertise here in our state and in this program by drawing on the resources of the faculty, and we wanted to draw on the experts that had the background, the education, and the knowledge and the professional development that would be able to support us in what we were trying to do. As we were transitioning, we also were looking at utilizing some different frameworks than what we were utilizing before. So we tried to make sure that as we moved into this transition period with the University of Pittsburgh, that we focused our structural changes around skill development and the transfer of learning, continuous quality improvement, and organizational effectiveness. They're going to become very important concepts that you're going to hear throughout the presentation. At the same time that we were formulating this new partnership with the University of Pittsburgh, which was in 2001, you'll see on the next screen that, of course, in 2002, Pennsylvania went through our first round of the Federal Child and Family Services Review. And it was not a surprise to us that at the conclusion of that, the first round, amongst a handful of other things, but one of the things was that it suggested a need for additional efforts to be made in, that we felt had to be happening in terms of our practice at the local level. And you'll hear about some of that as they present some of the pieces that they are working on now. Then you'll see in 2002 is when we actually began to do a lot of work in expanding to the program to include transfer of learning and skill-based training. 2004 is around about the time when we moved into launching that whole Center for Excellence concept. We actually did start out by calling the department that was added on to the training arm here. We did start out by calling it the Center for Excellence, but of course it has since transitioned into our organizational effectiveness department, where we also have our regional teams operating. I think that's it for the background. I'm going to